Today, we'll be going through an hour of footage showcasing some of the most corrupt cops caught doing the unthinkable. First up, we have a lunatic cop who was completely owned and humbled by an auditor.
Recording the law enforcement officer, of course, of her duty.
Hello, sir.
Hey guys, how are we doing?
How are you?
Do you mind if I get your names and badge numbers?
Officer Goldberg, 4682. Okay.
And your name?
Officer Bastingham, 4624.
Thank you.
At this time, you are being arrested. Okay, you're trespass banned from this location, so please put your hands behind your back. Okay.
How am I trespass banned?
There's multiple reports about you. Okay, please put your hands behind your back.
How am I? I'm not going to resist you. I'm not resisting in any way.
That's fine.
I'm not.
Appreciate it. Thank you so
I'm
much.
not going to resist in any way.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not resisting you. When was I trespass banned?
In no time, the corrupt cops went over to arrest him, claiming that he was trespassed from the property. Sean kept recording them from his glasses, exposing these pigs.
I have nothing that can hurt you.
Thank you so much.
Maybe the camera.
Oh, that. Yeah, I get that.
Check and verify 302.
I just want to make it really clear that this is an unlawful arrest. I never knew I was trespassed from here, and you have to give me the notice that I was trespassed from here before you can arrest me for it. But do what you need to do. I'm sure it doesn't say it anywhere.
Title 22, Subtitle A, Chapter Part 29. Okay? That's why you're being arrested. And these are the two reports.
Title 22. What is that?
Title 22, it's for the video reporting inside that building and not being allowed to.
Sean was illegally arrested for filming inside a public building. Clearly, these pigs have no clue about the Constitution, and Sean has a chance to file another lawsuit against them.
Were you aware that your police commissioner was arrested for police brutality, official misconduct, and perjury?
On 12 Act 10.
Were you aware of that?
621.
No.
You weren't? Yeah, he was. Doesn't seem like the nicest guy. Tell Ryder I said hi. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, no
The door
problem. Sorry
closed.
about that. My supervisor's just coming right now to talk to you, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem.
Just to make sure everything looks the way it's supposed to, and then...
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Okay. I know you don't, because, yeah.
I don't think it does.
Okay, no problem.
Doesn't sound like a law that I could be arrested under, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think you guys were supposed to tell me to leave first and then arrest me when I wasn't left. That's what I'm thinking is supposed to happen.
I understand.
The supervisor arrived and seemed afraid of him despite knowing Sean was handcuffed. He kept warning his partners about Sean's recording as if it were a crime.
Well, we'll wait till you take him out. Okay. Is his cameras and everything off or what?
Close his phone. We should turn off his phone. I don't know.
Turn it off if you can.
Marth told me that he was live streaming it.
Well, does he have? What does he have? Glasses or anything on? Does he have glasses?
He's got glasses.
Maybe the glass. Maybe there's video up on his glasses or something. Take a good look. All right. So if that's the case, we will take his glasses off and then you can turn. Well, however you have to do it. Okay. But and make sure he's not. Did he have anything else on his body taping?
He's got nothing else. He's just got a t-shirt on.
All right, so maybe, I don't know about these glasses. I'm not tech savvy. So just check the stuff. You and Craig will take them in. I'm going to stay here with these guys. We'll get this ball rolling. No problems, right? Everything good?
Ultimately, Sean was taken to the detention center where he was booked and locked up.
Yeah, we'll do a complete search when we get everything set up.
350.
The height of police corruption was caught on their body cam during Sean's booking. The sergeant who had arrived earlier physically harassed and threatened another auditor trying to film him.
Hi, how are you? You can put it down. Put it down.
What are you touching?
Put it down.
Why are you touching?
You can tape it.
Why are you touching?
Put it down.
You came to me.
Don't put it
you
in my
came
face.
to me.
Put your hands down.
Don't
Put your
come to
hands
me.
down. Walk.
You
I'm
came to
I'm
me.
in the middle of something.
I'm walking.
You walk that.
I'm walking.
Walk.
You don't fucking put your fucking
You don't
hands
put that
on
in my
me.
face.
I didn't put it in your face. I was walking.
Don't put it in my face. Put it down.
Again, you're grabbing.
Keep it down.
Don't fucking
Keep
grab.
it down. Keep your camera down. Not in my face. I don't know what you're going to... That's fine. That's good. You could do that.
Do this too.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go inside.
Okay. Sarge,
My name is Sergeant Muchow.
and what's your... It's 692?
Yes.
You got a problem with your fucking hand? Huh? You got a problem with your fucking hand?
Sir,
No, I don't.
that's
gotta
enough.
stop
there.
That's
No,
enough.
no, let him talk. Let him talk. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It is unclear why these cops have an issue with being recorded when it is neither illegal nor unlawful. Shortly after, the officers muted their body cams and conspired against Sean. He was later released and plans to file a lawsuit against the officers and the city. Moving on, these corrupt cops had to make up fake laws to arrest this auditor.
Now you guys see I got one hand on my camera.
1,
Whoa.
2,
Don't shoot
3.
me.
You're under arrest.
Whoa.
In July 2016, First Amendment Auditor Deontay Valentine was filming the public parking lot of the South Carolina Police Department when an officer came over and confronted him.
What's your name and badge number?
I'm Corporal Shradd at the Greer Police Department. How are you?
I'm all right.
Okay. Is there any reason why you're videotaping it? Just curious. You're not in any trouble. There's nothing here other than we got called and told that you were walking around the parking lot. So, any particular reason for it? No, you're not going to answer. So we're just going to have a stare off because I'm recording you and you're recording me. Is that what we're going to do? Do you have your ID on you?
Have I done anything wrong?
Well, you're recording a suspicious activity, which puts this into a category of suspicious activity, which means that Terry versus Ohio, I can detain you until I can determine or deny that there's a criminal activity.
Terry v. Ohio says suspicious activity is not enough for reasonable cause for ID.
There's already a call on it, so yes.
So suspicious activity, is that a felony or misdemeanor?
That's a misdemeanor.
No, it's not.
The auditor rightfully decided to be quiet for the first half, letting the cop speak what he wanted to. Imagine the level of this officer who doesn't even know suspicion alone is not reasonable articulable suspicion to detain somebody.
And I can't believe you just sat here and lied.
Yep, go ahead and give me your ID.
Can you call your supervisor to the scene?
I am a supervisor.
I need another one.
Okay.
I need a lieutenant or somebody else.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go and do this type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so.
just curious.
Hey.
Criminal activity, there's nothing to worry about.
So why are you asking for my ID then?
Because you're not answering me. And when you're not answering me, how do I know you're not filming this parking lot to come shoot it up?
It's called the Fifth Amendment, right?
So I can check on that if it's suspicious. And the part of that checking is to identify you. So if I can get
it's suspicious, a felony or misdemeanor.
Hey, sir. Again.
To make matters worse, another supervisor arrived on the scene and displayed even less understanding than the first officer.
Name, badge number?
Sergeant Forrester, 301.
All right, how you doing?
Good. How can I help you?
Well, he contacted me. He wanted my ID for no reason, so I need a supervisor to let him know that, without any crime being committed, I don't have to present my ID.
Well, he actually got a call on you.
Well, what crime have I committed?
Well, anytime somebody calls in and reports suspicious activity,
it's suspicious of felony or misdemeanor.
it's neither one, but he asked.
Okay, thank you. So he said it was a misdemeanor. So now we have a conflict on which one it is.
We don't have a conflict at all. We have a conflict with
hold on,
you're acting,
whoa.
It seemed as if the officers started to gang up on the poor guy, as one took him by surprise and escalated this simple situation.
Taping our parking lot in today's day and age, that's fine.
Whoa.
That's fine. You ain't got to whoa nothing.
Whoa. What's your name and badge number?
My badge number is 201. It's Lieutenant Holcomb.
Whoa.
Holcombe. Now.
Whoa.
Let me have an ID.
This is the intimidation factor right here.
Let me have an ID, please.
What crime have I committed? What crime have I committed?
An ID.
What crime have I committed?
ID. You're gonna be failure to listen to a law enforcement officer ask you for an ID.
What crime have I committed?
An ID?
What crime have I committed?
Have you got an ID?
What crime have I committed?
Videotaping our parking lot and walking around the police
Is that a
department.
crime?
Yes, sir. Right now, in
It
the
is.
day and age that we're dealing with, yes, sir, it is a crime.
Wonder what this sergeant was talking about, as filming a public parking lot doesn't warrant a stop, let alone an arrest. However, just as the auditor tried to tackle him with words, this pig did the unthinkable.
What crime have I committed today?
Anytime there's a suspicious person.
Is that a felony or a misdemeanor?
It's a, let me see your ID. You got the count of 3 or you're going to jail.
Now you guys see I got one hand on my camera.
1,
Whoa.
2,
Don't shoot
3.
me.
You're under arrest.
Whoa.
Now under arrest.
Guess what? That's not a right. That's a right to stay in jail. That's a right to stay in jail. Because if we don't have an ID and name and everything, then you stay in jail until we figure out who you are. So you can tell us who you are, or you can stay in jail until we figure it out. You were interfering with the police.
What crime have I committed?
Interfering with the police. Yes, you were.
You guys just came and approached me.
Yes, sir. And I asked you for an ID.
And what crime has I committed?
Interfering with the police.
What crime?
Interfering with the police.
What crime? For you suspended for
Listen to me, because I know you're not deaf.
I don't gotta listen to you.
Interfering with the police. Yes, you
I
were.
was not.
Pretty shocking, to say the least. The poor auditor was in handcuffs, and the cops proceeded to take him to the police station. The camera was still on, and we could hear these cops in the background.
Right here.
There you go.
Like I heard you say something.
What I'll do too is, because I don't know what's on the cell phone or what you're recording. I think that cell phone should go, right?
That may be a good idea.
Who knows what you're doing?
That's a good idea. Get a talk with the detective so we get search warrant to download everything on it.
I'm sorry? I've got your phone.
Valentine was taken to the police station where he was booked but soon released. The video was soon released on the internet, and the public started talking about the corrupt practices in the police department. As a result, the police chief ended up resigning just a couple of months later. Next up, here is an idiot cop who soon got some quick karma after messing with the wrong auditor.
Sorry, no, you're trespassing right now. That's why I'm asking you what you're doing.
Trespassing on public property that I pay for?
Yes.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes.
Barry Dave was walking past the South Padre Island Police Department's parking lot when he started recording the facility. That is when one of the tyrants came over and did something truly bizarre.
This morning she was itching all over.
Yes, sir. Sir. Sir, can I help you? How can I help you, sir?
You can go back to work. That's what I pay you to do, isn't it?
What's that?
Go back to work.
I'm sorry, no, you're trespassing right now. That's why I'm asking you what you're doing.
Trespassing on public property that I pay for?
Yes.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes.
Officer David Laird was the aggressor who put the auditor in handcuffs without even talking with him. At this point, these pigs have just completely lost it.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes, you can.
Before we find out who you are.
Okay. So what is it you're doing back here?
Hey guys.
Your phone is perfectly fine.
Hey
and
guys,
it's on still. See that?
go ahead and call
Step over here.
Please.
We're talking to you. So step over here and tell us what you're doing back here. This is private property, and that's why we're asking you.
How can a police department be private property?
You have an ID with you.
How can a police department be
You have an
private
ID
property?
with you, sir.
Ma'am, did you turn my phone off?
You got a,
That's a violation of my First Amendment.
The auditor's Fourth Amendment and First Amendment rights had been violated, and things were about to worsen.
What's your full name
You
and
have a
date of birth?
supervisor?
What's your full name and date of birth?
Can I please talk to a supervisor?
What's your full name and date of birth?
You guys are working on getting a lawsuit. Can you
So
please?
listen, you're fixing to be arrested for failure to ID if you don't identify yourself.
That's a secondary charge. What's the
Do
primary
you understand?
charge? What's the primary
Do you
charge?
understand?
What's the primary charge, sir?
What is your name and date of birth?
Sir, what's the primary charge?
You are being detained right
I'm not
now.
going to answer anything. If I'm detained, then I don't have to talk to you. I like my lawyer, please.
Thank you.
And if I'm not detained, I'm free to go.
What is your name and date of birth then?
I like my attorney, please.
Pat him down, make sure he doesn't have any weapons on him.
Seeing the situation escalate, a supervisor came out and got the incident report from Laird. In a matter of seconds, he was about to take the idiot cop to the cleaners.
He's back here walking by the units recording.
He's just recording.
Yeah. So he's just detained right now. I'll cut him loose, I don't mind, but.
First Amendment right, sir?
Huh?
Yeah, he's one of those. Really?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
No sign restricting me from coming back here, sir. Excuse me, sir. You the supervisor?
So.
You guys gonna let me go now?
Yeah, we'll let you go. Let's take him and walk him over there.
Can you
Then.
please make sure my phone is still on? If you turn off my phone, I'll be filing a lawsuit against you for violating my First Amendment rights. That phone
Let's
is
take him
my
over.
record.
Cuffs off.
Can you please get my phone first?
What do you need him?
I want my phone to record this.
What do you need him?
That is my
I said
official
let's
record.
walk
You
him
cannot
over.
interfere with my First Amendment right. Please bring my phone back. Ma'am? Please record them taking my handcuffs off.
Your phone is not holding.
They're gonna take you off the handcuffs. You gonna calm the fuck down next time?
Oh, I'm very calm. I'm always calm.
You ran up and grabbed me, threw handcuffs on me.
Dave's anger was justified. After being humiliated by his sergeant, Officer Laird now had to face Dave's wrath.
For First Amendment,
I don't know what you're back here for.
You just got yourself in a world of shit.
Go ahead.
You don't need to know what I'm back here for.
Yes.
What did I do, sir? What was your reasonable, articulable suspicion that I had committed a crime, was about to commit a crime, or had just committed a crime?
You're standing around walking back here recording us in our unit.
Oh, so that's against the law? Recording you is against the law. Did you hear that, guys? This was Officer, sorry, what's your name and badge number?
David Laird.
Sorry?
David Laird.
Good, I'm going to get to know it very well.
Okay.
You'll be listed in the lawsuit.
You have that card for that other one?
Soon after this mess, the officers started to get inside the building, hanging their heads in shame. But Dave wasn't going to let the matter slide so easily.
They're already starting to cover up. I need everyone's badge. I need no, if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. I need your name and badge number, sir. I need your name and badge number. I need your name and badge number. I need the sergeant out here. I need the lieutenant out here, or I need the chief of police out here. You guys are not just gonna walk away from this. I'm sorry. That officer fucked up big time. Where is he? Where's he or she? Sir, you look like a sergeant. Can you please come over here and talk to me? They're running away, guys, like a bunch of scared rats, because they know they just stepped in it big time. Now they're just completely ignoring me. You guys are going to pay a lot for this. The city of South Padre Island is going to have to pay for this. Who's coming out to talk to me? They're all trying to ignore me, you guys. They're all trying to ignore me. They know they just stepped in it big time. Who's coming out to talk to me, sir? What? Who's coming out to talk to me?
I don't know, man. I just got here.
Okay, well, you just got here. Now you're in it too. Name and badge number. You should have stopped that officer. I warned him. I warned him that he was fucking up. Okay, guys, there it is. South Padre Island Police. They're all scattered like a bunch of scared rats because they know that they stepped in it big time. I was grabbed. I was roughed up. Okay? And,
None of the officers even dared to step out and have a conversation with the auditor. Dave stood by his word and proceeded to file a civil rights lawsuit against these tyrants and the city. It is still in progress, and we hope that he gets the compensation that he deserves. If you think this cop got the perfect humbling, you won't believe what happened to this next tyrant.
All I'm doing is asking for a form of identification so we can identify who he is. He's refusing.
Go to your first sergeant. Not a problem. Not a problem.
A First Amendment auditor was filming on the public sidewalk near the police station when officers, including Officer Fougere, approached and began to intimidate him.
If you want my name, I'll give you everything. Who are you?
I don't need to provide that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
If I'm asking you who you are and why you're videotaping our facility, you have to provide me with some kind of identification. So do you have any identification?
To require identification under the law, you need to be able to articulate a crime that I'm about to commit or I have committed.
Okay. You're going around, you're videotaping our state police facility for no apparent reason, and if I'm asking you who you are, you have to provide me with identification.
I don't have to, no.
It's just like anything else.
No, it's not.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
In fact, your public information officer already has dealt with this here, and so has a few other officers, so...
I don't care who's dealt with it. I'm asking you for identification because I want to know who you are right now. Well, and I want to know what your reason is for videotaping our facility.
Well, first of all, Supreme Court has covered that filming out in public is perfectly legal.
I don't care what the
And that is not a suspicion of crime, so therefore you have no suspicion of crime.
Listen, you can cite whatever you want.
Right.
Why are you videotaping? That's what I'm asking right now.
I don't have to answer that.
The officer was a straight-up bully who had no clue about the law that he swore to protect. However, his sergeant appeared on the other side of the fence, and that is when he got the shock of his life.
Well, I want to see a form of identification, identifying who you are, why you're outside my facility right now videotaping us.
I don't have to provide that either.
Why not? Why do you feel that you do not have to perform any form of
Because that's the law.
No, it's not. If
Yes,
you're
it
out
is.
here and I want to know why you're videotaping our facility and you have to provide me some form of identification, you just can't come and walk away anytime you want and just come up with your things and fly them over our lot. I want to know who you are and why you're videotaping this right now.
You probably want to get a supervisor or somebody higher up.
Sure, here's my sergeant. He's coming out right now.
Well, and he'll tell you.
Okay, no problem. Hey, Len. He was flying the drone out in front, videotaping. All I'm doing is asking for a form of identification so we can identify who he is. He's refusing.
Go to the first sergeant. Not a problem. Not a problem.
You can videotape as much as he wants. We don't have to get any
Not a
form of
problem.
identification.
He can videotape. Not a problem.
All right.
Okay.
So you were wrong?
Huh?
You were wrong?
According to my sergeant, yes, I was.
So you learned something today. That's good.
Okay, don't worry about it. I'll put you off. Have a good day.
The corrupt officer was humiliated, and he didn't even try to look back as he held his head in his hands and shamelessly walked past into his car.
You hear me?
I can hear you.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Right now with the drones, there's a lot of this. I said sorry for the inconvenience. Right now with the drones, there's a lot of, I guess you could say, I wouldn't say misinformation, but it's an area that we're not used to dealing with. All right?
Well, that's apparent. I've dealt with your troopers already on this.
Yeah, I'm sure you have it. Not a problem. That's why he came out here. I saw that he was talking to you, so.
You probably should educate them a little bit more on it. It's going to be a more...
It's kind of an area that's new to everybody, and until they have legislation on it.
Which there is none.
Right. So sorry for the inconvenience, okay?
Alrighty, have a good one.
Moving on, this corrupt police officer went on to assault an innocent individual who had done nothing wrong.
Whenever you complete a U-turn...
I didn't U-turn.
Hold on. Whenever you complete a U-turn, you're supposed to be as far to that corner as possible, okay?
No, see, that is, they have another car in front of her. That's why, I cannot parking behind her.
Okay, well, you are required to go as far away between, you're not supposed to be between any cars. You're supposed to be against that curb line. I need you to sign with your finger. It's not an admission of guilt. You're just signing saying you'll take care of the citation for a ticket. You're promising saying that you'll take care of it at a later date, whether that be in court or if you take care of it outside of court.
Mr. Vu, accompanied by his wife, chose to step out of his car and argue with the officer instead of simply signing the ticket. The officer quickly became agitated.
I don't think that you're understanding what I'm saying here, okay?
I understand. I told you, the car, the front of her can hurt and she didn't turn.
Whenever you make a U-turn,
I didn't make a U-turn.
Sorry. Let me clarify, okay?
Yeah.
Whenever you enter a little intersection thing like that, you are not allowed to go side by side next to a car. Okay? You have to go behind vehicles.
Hey, you are the police.
Yes.
So you know.
Okay.
How many cars?
We are done, sir. No, we're done arguing about this, okay?
I don't think so.
We are not we are not arguing about this, okay?
I want to show you.
We argue in court. We argue in court.
The officer started to get restless, and instead of calmly handling the situation, he would make a mess of it.
No,
we don't argue on the side of the road. We argue in court. Yes, that's how it works. Because if not, if you don't sign this, you go to jail. Okay?
Yeah,
I don't want to take you to jail.
I'm ready to go to jail.
You ready to go to jail?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay, that involves impounding your car too.
Yeah.
Okay.
My husband, we stay here waiting for go to here. We're not U-turn.
Okay.
Waiting to
It doesn't
go
matter
here.
about a U-turn or whatever. That lane,
And I heard,
you can't.
she hit us.
I understand that, but you're not. You see where that car's at? Whenever you enter that area, that's what you're supposed to do.
The Oklahoma officer then made a mistake that would surely be his downfall.
You're not supposed to leave any space at all. You're not supposed to leave any space at all.
You see that two car?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
I am the
The way
car.
where
I'm the
your
third
vehicle
car.
was located, your
Third
vehicle
car.
was not like that.
Sit down.
No.
You sit up. Don't fail.
No. See, sir. No. Call an ambulance. I call an ambulance. I need the ambulance.
Yeah, I'm gonna call an ambulance.
Look at his face.
112 Hefner, roll me fire and incident supervisor.
The officer lifted Mr. Vu off the ground and slammed him face first onto the pavement. Here is the CCTV footage, which provides a clearer view of the brutality inflicted on a 70-year-old.
Your vehicle is not like that.
Sit down.
No.
You sit up. Get on the ground.
The man suffered a brain bleed and remains hospitalized. On the other hand, the officer has been placed on administrative duty, and this case is about to be presented to the Oklahoma County DA. Now, if you think this officer was a bully, you will be shocked to see what these next cops did to a law-abiding citizen.
Let me see your ID.
No, I'm not showing you an ID. I'm not showing you an ID, sir.
You're required to show us. Get out your building. Get out the building.
In January 2022, Auditor Sean Paul Reyes decided to conduct a First Amendment audit of the Pooler Police Department. However, things took a turn for the worse even before he entered.
Hey, how you doing today, sir? Yeah, can I just get your name and badge number first?
You're in an employee parking lot.
Can I just get your name and badge number?
Sergeant Self.
Sergeant Self?
Yep.
And your badge number?
615.
615?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't need any help.
Yeah, you're in an employee parking lot.
It's not a secure area.
It's an employee parking lot and you're not an employee.
This is...
And you're making employees feel uncomfortable
So
when they walk inside the building. So
this parking lot is not a secured area.
Okay.
It's public property.
Okay.
It might be only for employee parking. I'm not parking in here. My car is not parked in here. I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story.
Sean clearly knows his rights and the law surrounding the public parking lot, but the officer keeps escalating the issue.
Do you suspect me of committing a crime, sir?
Do you have your ID on you?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Do you have your ID on you?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Do you have your ID on you?
Sir, I need to know if you're suspecting me of committing a crime first.
I'm a police officer. I asked you for your ID. I need you to give me your ID.
Sir, with all due respect, sir, can I speak to another supervisor? I understand that you're a sergeant, but I do not...
I am the supervisor here.
I understand, but then you should know as a supervisor, sir, that unless you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime in the state of Georgia, you cannot lawfully demand my ID from me.
You can clearly see the level of the police department by checking their sergeant's knowledge of the law. However, shortly after, the chief of police came storming out and started to question Sean.
No, you're not being detained. You keep on walking.
Okay, if I'm not being detained, I'm going to continue about my business, sir.
I'm going to do it here.
I'm an independent journalist. Who are you, sir?
I'm the chief of police.
You're the chief of police. Can I get your name?
You can look it up on the internet if you're that smart.
But why would I have to look it up on the internet, sir?
What's your name?
Where's the professionalism?
What's your name?
Where's the professionalism?
My sergeant asked you for a driver's license.
Tell me if you tell me your name and identify yourself.
We're not making tits for tats. This is an employee parking lot. You're not an employee. You have no business.
This is. I'm not parking here.
This is
is this fenced off? Look, I want to make it very clear. It's not a fenced off area.
Let me make it very clear. This is an employee parking lot.
There's no trespassing signs or anything like that, sir. I'm not breaking the law, sir. I'm actually engaged in a constitution protected activity, and I feel like you're trying to bully me along with your sergeant.
The chief refuses to identify himself, and his demeanor worsened as Sean confronted him with facts.
And sir, who are you? Who are you, sir?
He's one of my employees.
Okay, one of your employees. I feel like all three of you are trying to bully me and trying to exert authority over me that you don't have. Demanding ID. Your sergeant doesn't understand that he cannot demand ID lawfully.
Why are you in my parking lot?
They should know I'm working, like I told your sergeant, I'm not just not answering questions. I cannot answer questions, but I'm answering. I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story on the city. I was inside doing a FOIA request.
No.
Yes, I was.
Tag numbers and everything like that.
Who says I'm recording anybody? And plus, it's public information. You guys run tags all day. People drive around all day in the city with tags on. It's not like any private information. Do I have a database where I can look up people? Come on, you gotta think logically here. I don't have a database where I can just type in somebody's, license plate and figure out who they are. Let's be real.
I'm gonna ask you to leave.
The corrupt chief lacked a basic understanding of what constitutes a public place and clearly needs some education.
Are you ordering me to leave under threat of arrest, sir?
Yeah, I'm ordering you. This is the third time I've told you to leave my parking lot.
I'm gonna go on the public sidewalk and I'm gonna continue to record. I'm gonna continue to record your parking lot, and I'm gonna hit you up with civil litigation over this, just so you know, because you're violating a constitutionally protected activity. You're allowing your city, you're portraying your city in a negative light for the world to see. Remember that. Remember I told you that, Chief.
Yes, sir.
So this is a public sidewalk, correct?
Sean eventually left the parking lot under the threat of arrest, but the cops had no idea he would return stronger, and this time there'd be no made-up statutes to hide behind.
Chief, I want to submit a complaint. Chief, I want to submit a complaint. You're not getting away with this one. You might get away with them. You might get away with them normally on a regular basis, but not today. I want to submit a complaint. So I go inside to do that, or
Get in the complaint form. We'll get your complaint form.
Public insurance.
I need your names. It is your policy to give me your name. Who do I know I'm filing a complaint against?
You figure it out.
Oh, I gotta figure it out? That's real professional.
Everything else.
That's real professional. Nah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead.
You're behind me. Okay.
What's your name? I need to file a complaint against you.
Chief Ashley Brown.
Chief Ashley Brown.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because I was trespassing in your parking lot. That's a public parking lot.
Hey, we're not going to debate it. You want to file a complaint? It's back to
You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. Let's make that clear.
Just when it seemed the chief might cool down, he escalated the situation by doing something unimaginable.
You fill it out.
You don't need to.
I can fill it out here.
No.
This is a public lobby. You're gonna kick me out of a public lobby too, Chief?
Go fill it out then.
All
You
right,
wanna
thank
fill it
you.
out?
Excuse me.
You need a bargain pen too, or?
Excuse me.
You can't record while you're in here.
Why can't I record while I'm in here? I have a constitutional right to film the police in the course of their duty, sir. Is this department so uneducated and so inept at their job that it must be from the top down? Because your sergeant doesn't know when he can legally identify somebody, and you're telling me I can't film in a police lobby? Yes, I sure can. I can film in a police lobby. It's my constitutional right. I have freedom of press in this country, sir. What country do you think you live in?
Are you with the press?
Yes, I'm with the press.
Let me see your ID.
No, I'm not showing you
Get
ID. I'm not showing you any
Get out my
ID, sir.
building.
You're required to show us.
Get out your building. Get out the building. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Yeah, no problem. How do I file the complaint if I can't get in the building?
Sean still completed the complaint form and headed back in to submit it.
Who do I hand the complaint form to when I'm done?
Once you're done, I'll get it.
Okay, and do I get like a receipt number or something like that? Yeah, right here it says, all parties filing a formal written complaint are entitled to receive a copy of the original statement free of charge. So I would like it if a receiving supervisor can sign right there and give me a copy as it's stated on the form. You guys are a bunch of bullies. Abuse of authority. You know what? I want to do a public records request too. Let's find out how much money you guys are making abusing your authority. How much tax dollars you've taken from everyone.
It is sad to see police officers showing no respect for the Constitution, a behavior likely stemming from their unprofessional chief who has trained them to act like bullies.
Will you guys allow me to do it here? I don't understand what's the big deal.
Not if you're recording.
But where's the signs that says I can't record in here? Where's the law?
We don't have those signs.
You sure do. This is a constitutionally protected activity. That's what this is.
As soon as you pass through that doorway, you're now on private property.
It's public property.
There's sensitive information in both of these windows that can be called on video, so you can't record in there.
Okay, yeah. All right. Sure thing.
As Sean was about to leave the building, the sergeant returned with the complaint form and a pathetic excuse.
It requires an address at the top.
No, I don't have to put an address.
Your complaint not going to be accepted. You didn't fill the form out correctly.
No. That's not how it works. Bring the chief out here.
Is how it
You're
works.
allowed to do an anonymous complaint.
Okay. You did not make it anonymous.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you that the complaint's not valid.
It doesn't matter. I
Because
want
you
to
didn't
speak to the
fill it out.
chief.
No.
I want to speak to the
The
chief.
chief's not here. You got me. I'm the one accepting the complaint.
You're accepting the complaint on yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you that you didn't fill the form out correctly. So
You can submit a complaint anonymously. I don't have to give you my name.
all right.
I don't have to give you my address.
You don't. But
You're just being difficult.
Okay.
Sergeant, a little bit of de-escalation training will take you a long way. You need to learn. I understand you learned from your chief, who's also a bully and a tyrant, but you need to learn. Don't talk to people that way. You understand?
all right. Have a safe day. Okay.
Yeah. Tyrant. Crazy.
Sean got no updates on the complaint he had filed, and it is unclear whether he intends to take legal action against these bullies. Moving on, we have another group of corrupt police officers who believe they can do anything they want.
I'm not giving you permission to search my car.
I don't need permission.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes. You guys cannot search someone's car saying that you smell marijuana.
In October of 2022, delivery driver Jordan was pulled over by a police officer while on his way to deliver food. Jordan was also involved in an ongoing lawsuit against the police after they had beaten him up. Since starting the lawsuit, the cops have been harassing him without reason.
I've been pulled over for I don't know what reason. He hasn't told me yet, but we'll figure it out.
Hey, go ahead and step out for me, brother.
For what?
Because I'm asking you to.
I didn't break any laws. I didn't break any laws.
I understand that, and I'm reporting you too, but I'm asking you to step out. Step out.
I haven't broke any laws. I'm not under
I
arrest.
can ask anybody to step out on any traffic stop.
No, you can't. No, you cannot. I didn't break any law.
I'm asking you to step out.
I'm going to call my attorney.
The officer did not attempt to speak with Jordan and immediately ordered him to leave the vehicle. At this point, Jordan still didn't know why he was being pulled over, and the corrupt officer only escalated the situation.
Okay.
This is unlawful. What did you even stop me for?
Your registration light's out. You have a registration light out. So, partner, go ahead and step out for me.
Am I under arrest?
You're not under arrest.
What's going on today? Nothing's under. I'm trying to deliver my food here.
I understand.
Okay. So I've got a lawsuit against the state police right now. And this is gonna be documented. I'm just letting you know.
It's documented right here too.
Okay. Well, they didn't document when they beat me.
He made a lawful traffic stop on you because you got a registration light out.
And I'm just asking you to step out so I can talk to you.
To conduct his investigation,
I'm not getting out of the car. I didn't do nothing wrong.
You have to exit the vehicle when he's giving you a lawful order. So if you come out of the vehicle,
if you arrest me, then if I'm under arrest, then I have to get out. But if I'm not under arrest, I'm not getting out of the car.
Listen, but if you refuse to get out and we have to pull you out, then you will get arrested.
You can't pull me out of the car if I'm not arrested.
We can't because I'm asking you to on a listen, man. I'm trying to work with you, buddy. I'm trying to work.
You're trying to work with me. I'm delivering food. You pulled me over for no reason.
He was being threatened by 3 officers and ultimately decided to step out of the car to see what they had to say.
I do not want to arrest you tonight.
You have no reason to arrest me. I have done nothing wrong.
If you don't get out of the vehicle,
get out of the car, it's obstruction, just an obstruction charge that will be filed against you, or resisting arrest if you fight us. So we do not want to do that.
Okay, I already know the ropes of all you guys, what you guys do.
You have any weapons on you, buddy?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna pat you down real quick, all right?
I'm sitting here trying to do my job.
We understand.
What's that in your pocket? Is that just a blowtorch? Don't reach for it.
I don't know what it is, man.
You care if I get in your pocket and get it out?
What? No. What do you got your hands on me for?
Because I'm patting you down. It's called a Terry frisk. We're allowed to do that.
You're only allowed to do that if you arrest somebody.
Let's come back here.
You're not arresting me.
Come back here. The reason I'm getting you out is, like I said, I'm smelling a strong presence of marijuana.
You guys say that every time you pull somebody over. You're not gonna. I'm not giving you permission to search my car.
I don't need permission.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes. You guys cannot search someone's car saying that you smell marijuana.
I can't. Okay. I'm going to search the vehicle. Okay. And you're going to stay right here with my buddy while I search your vehicle.
This is a joke.
Okay. Am I going to find anything? Because I'm trying to work with you. I'm about to lose my patience. Okay.
You are.
Yeah.
What's your badge number?
So we don't have badge numbers. Stay here with my buddy.
What's your name?
All right. Stay with my buddy.
Technically, the officer was correct, as they are allowed to search the vehicle if they smell marijuana. However, this can be abused to violate someone's Fourth Amendment rights, as the sense of smell is subjective. Furthermore, it is nearly impossible to disprove in court that an officer didn't smell marijuana. The officer continued the search while Jordan remained steadfast, knowing there was little he could do.
You guys are harassing me for delivering food to the ghetto.
Absolutely not.
Yep, absolutely.
You're the one that's labeling as ghetto.
That up there is the ghetto.
You're the one that's like that language.
Well, what would you call it?
A city park. It's been
and why you guys always patrol it?
We don't. We run up there when we get 911 calls.
It's what?
Our supervisor would like to take it down.
This is unlawful. What's your badge number? What's your name?
Sergeant Van Horn.
Sergeant Van Horn? He pulled me over for no reason. He said he smelled marijuana. I told him I didn't. I gave him no permission to search my car. He searched it anyhow. This is unlawful, this is harassment, and I will be reporting you. I already have an issue with the state police. I'm going to trial in November, and this is going to go, I'm going to sue you now. This is crazy. This is unlawful. You're teaching your officers to harass people. So the things like this, man, harassing somebody. What did you do, plant that?
Is that all you had?
Is that what you planted?
The officer eventually discovered a small bag that contained a bit of marijuana inside. However, Jordan remained adamant that it wasn't his and it was the officer who planted it.
Is that what you planted on me? Just a little bit of weed?
Give him an attitude. He can take you to jail or he can catch you with a
Well, I mean, he's going to do what he's going to do, man. I'm not going to beg him to do nothing, believe me.
No, it's not what
You can do whatever you want to do.
It's our choice whether we want to charge or not.
You guys want to plant weed on me and stuff, and that's fine.
It's probably not even the car, is it?
It's my wife's, actually. I have 4 kids, actually, yeah. I take care of 4 kids, and I don't like getting harassed. Yeah, they're mine. They're mine. I'm a good father, actually. Yeah. You probably don't have any responsibility.
Hey, buddy, go ahead and have a seat back inside. I'm going to cut your citation and get you out of here.
Next, these dumb cops crossed every line when they went over to fight with an FBI agent.
Nobody's coming up with your name. You also coming back on the terror watch list. What's he doing here?
He is legit.
They're begging you to cut off your
Release him now.
Police officers commit corruption, hoping that they can get away with anything. But things go wrong when they are up against a federal agent. Today we'll be going through some shocking moments where cops are owned by special agents. Stick around till the end as you will be shocked to see the last case. This starts with FBI Special Agent Alexis Hatton, who is checking out a police corruption complaint in the small town of Caravelle, Florida, when he asked the deputy in question to meet him on the road.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay.
That'll work.
Did you run your body cam?
I am now, because I don't know how legit you are at the moment.
It's okay. Special Agent Hatton. The FBI.
Okay.
You got that on body cam?
I do, but I don't understand what the problem is when you meet me at the office.
I'll talk to the U.S. Attorney's Office about it. You can cut off the recording device now.
Okay. Well, I will when I leave the area, sir. Hey, TJ, this guy is telling me to turn my body camera off and telling me he's going to contact other people to get involved with this. Let me get his tag number real quick. It's going to be LKST57.
Despite the agent showing his credentials, Deputy Rolf Gordon grew suspicious and tried to back out, unaware that this encounter would teach him a hard lesson.
He says he does not give out business cards. Yeah, I don't believe this. No. There's something fishy with this right here. Yeah, he told me to turn my body camera off because he didn't want that running, and so now he's still here. He's looking at me.
Franklin 33.
Do you work for a wiring company?
It's a covert vehicle, sir.
Okay.
I do feel like I'm being detained. Am I being detained?
Am I being detained? You're the one who called me here, sir. How did you get my phone number?
I can't give that information.
I ain't saying he can't tell me how he got my information.
The special agent was shocked to be treated like a criminal, and the situation was about to escalate further.
Hey, you are detained at this time, sir. 33 Franklin. I got one Whiskey Mike detained at this time. 17's on the way. Hey, I don't think this guy's legit, man. Do I have permission to take it off?
No, you don't have permission to take it.
Just hang tight right here. I'm not cuffing you. I'm not cuffing you. But you're being very uncooperative with me. You asked me to come up here. You called my personal cell phone number. You can't tell me how you got it. Your vehicle's coming back to a wiring company, not the
It's
FBI.
a covert vehicle.
Okay. Would
Would you like to see some registration?
You get mad at me because I turned my body camera on.
Would you like to see some registration?
And you know a lot of stuff about me.
Would you like to see the registration, sir?
I don't really want anything from you at this point. My supervisor's on the way.
Excellent.
Agent Hatton responded exactly like you would expect a secret agent to do. Deputy Gordon was acting like a child and had no clue he had made the biggest mistake of his life.
I surely do. I showed it to him. Would you like to see it, sir?
That's fine. You don't have to keep your hands up. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
I don't want to be shot out here
I don't want to be shot either.
I'm going to call my office.
Yes, sir.
Bye, Jim. Jacksonville, this is Special Agent Haddon.
Working on a case with him?
Sir, I can't discuss it with you. I was here to discuss that with him.
Well, I'm here backing him up. So
I know you are. I know you are. I was here to discuss that with him.
For 43, my body camera was not on at the entire time of this call. I turned it on whenever I suspected something was not right with this. I never asked for your weapon, sir. You told me you had one on you.
You said you wanted to take it off of me, didn't you, sir?
I asked you for permission once. You said that you had one. I never asked you.
35 from 1097.
Right.
So anyway, Larry, so the deputy gets out of the car, goes to the car, gets in it.
Hatton refused to be bullied by the officers as he contacted his team, urging them to address the sheriff's office and set things straight.
Did you tell your sergeant that I was here about a ticket that you had issued?
I told him that you were here to investigate me about an issue, and he said this needed to be handled through the office, not on the side of the road. And you said that wasn't going to happen. You were going to contact somebody else.
I was going to contact the U.S. Attorney's Office. That's
okay.
Correct. Yeah.
And then we're just trying to check your validity. You called a deputy sheriff's personal cell phone. You can't tell me how you got the number.
That's right.
Your tag's not coming back to the FBI.
Correct.
Okay. I haven't seen a badge. I've seen an ID card. I haven't seen a badge.
You have not seen?
No, sir. I haven't seen a badge. I've seen an ID card.
I handed this to you. Did you grab it? Take it out of my hand. Do you not see a badge?
I see a badge now. That's the first time I saw the badge,
Lord.
sir.
You don't need to be a deputy.
I saw this. He kept opening this.
Yeah.
After detaining Agent Hatton for over 15 minutes, backup arrived and sided with Deputy Gordon without any investigation, unaware they had unlawfully detained a federal agent.
He was investigating me for a ticket that I wrote.
Police corruption and was requesting a copy of the ticket.
He's saying he's armed, but I haven't seen a gun yet. You want me to keep standing up there? He's saying he's armed. He's got a little badge, and he's got that says FBI on it, and he's got a credentials when he opens it up. This is his license.
Seriously?
I swear to Lord Jesus.
So he's on the phone. He's got a radio.
You have a picture of his face?
No, he's refusing to show him now.
After searching their databases and conducting a futile investigation, the deputies failed to find Hatton in their system and did something unbelievable.
Alright, just being detained.
What's the charge, brother?
You don't have any yet,
You're
but right
just
now
being
we're
detained,
running you
sir.
through multiple federal databases.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody's coming up with your name. You also coming back on a terror watch list. So we're going to secure you for our protection and yours. We're going to put you in the back of a police car.
Where's that weapon at, sir?
It's on my right side, brother.
You got any other weapons on you, sir?
No, just my wallet.
Alright, I'm just going to pat you down real quick.
Go ahead.
But if somebody pulls your name up, brother, you good to go.
Yeah, we're just trying to verify you.
But since you don't want to give us no info for nobody to contact.
That's just the wallet that you were showing me a while ago.
Yeah, that's my wallet. Don't touch that thing right there. That's my law enforcement. It's got all my notes on it for what I've done today. You're not allowed to see that.
I'm not allowed to see what?
After putting him in handcuffs, the officers made another huge mistake as they put the poor agent in the back of a car and did not turn the AC on. He kept sitting there for minutes as he was hotboxed and pleading to the cops to let him breathe.
33 Franklin, we've detained this Whiskey Mike and got him in cuffs in the back of the car now. Just called me and like, hey man, what's up? I said, I gotta go meet this guy. He's investigating something.
He's hollering.
There, brother.
Okay. All right, I'm turning it on right now.
Open the door. I can't breathe.
Sir, I can't open the door. You're being detained right now.
26 Franklin, 1065, serial number, Allen Block 19. What is that gentleman's name you got detained?
Don't got the...
It ain't the heat. You haven't cooperated with anything we've done.
What's that gentleman's name you got detained?
It's going to be Alexis Hatton. Alexis Hatton.
Do you have your body camera on still, brother?
Absolutely, it ain't going off.
Thank you, brother. Look, I beg you,
you up, brother. I had the defroster on. No, you didn't. Brother, I need air. God almighty.
533.
I know you think this is funny, but it won't be funny after today. 33, go ahead.
If this is how they mistreated a compliant federal agent, it is chilling to imagine how they might treat an ordinary citizen. However, finally, when their supervisor arrived, the deputy realized he had made a grave mistake.
They just called back. Sheriff said he is legit. What's he doing here? He is legit. 1045. I'm gonna Who just called? Handcuff him now. Captain Webb just called. Who verified? Captain Webb. I don't know who. 33 to 5. Could you advise me who verified that this person was legit? What's he doing? He called me here, Sheriff, and says he called my personal cell phone, and he goes, I don't know. He refuses to tell me.
Even after realizing their mistake, the deputies did not rush to release Agent Hatton. They continued talking for a few more minutes before finally letting him out of the car.
He said, do you mind me sitting in my car with me real quick? He showed me, he flipped open his wallet and showed credentials that didn't show up. Call 911. I need a medical attention right now. Unlock me. Call 911. We're releasing you now, sir. Call 911 now. Call 911. I need 33. I'm there begging you to cut off your heat. We're releasing him now.
Franklin to 33, can you give me an exact address?
We're at the new substation for the Sheriff's Office, Franklin. Jacksonville, I need 911. I've asked for help. I've been in the car. They've had me spoken to the back.
10-4, can you advise if it's next door to the new dollar store?
Hatton's condition spoke volumes about what had happened. He had been gasping for air in the car, and it is unclear how serious it could have become if he had been left there any longer.
Verify that my AC's on real quick, John. It's on now. It was on when. How could I not touch? How could I touch it? Yeah, it's on. Yeah. 911. I asked for the sheriff's to call 911. They won't. Is it not going through the back seat? Yeah. I would guess my window is open back there. Yeah, but we need a location, sir. 17 South
However, Deputy Gordon has been proven wrong, and he has nothing better to do than come up with some lame excuses to hide his blunder.
Call for medical help, but he didn't give us any further details.
He's been like this the whole time. That's why I didn't feel like he was legit. Like we called as soon as he said.
You did, John?
Yeah.
You let him know EMS is en route?
Yeah. They're on. He heard me call on the radio. He is, yeah. He is legit. But just the way he's been acting like this, he's just.
You've been verified. You can put your weapon back in the holster.
Yeah, you've been verified now. Yeah. So you need another bottle of water, sir? No? I can't see. I lost my picture.
Despite the serious mistake, the deputy showed no remorse, laughing it off amongst themselves as if nothing had happened.
It was on cool, but it was on defrost. So I switched it to vents, and he said it's still hot. Like, that's as cool as I can get it. So I even got John to go in there and stick his head in and goes, that's AC. I had printed out the report and everything and was fixing to go back, and I was just asking you, hey, should this be done here or should it be done somewhere else in another set?
Get right, dude.
The deputy was still adamant that he had done nothing wrong. Meanwhile, poor Hatton was now waiting for EMS to get to the hospital as he was in desperate condition. Clearly, he couldn't be faking his distress.
Says he can't see.
Yeah.
And the nominees for Best Actor.
Did you see him? He pulled me into his car. He asked me to come into his car.
Well, I was sitting over there. I didn't hear him say that, but I do remember you going around.
So I go in there. He goes, I need to discuss this ticket that you wrote.
So you wrote a ticket to a CI, I guess. Is that what happened?
I don't know.
That's what I'm assuming.
So I said, you mind if I print it out so I can so I can recall it. Sure. So I go ahead and print it out, and I call supervisor. I said, hey, is it right for him to be interviewing me on the side of the road, or should he be doing this somewhere else? He goes, no, he needs to schedule this through the office. I told him that. And
who said that, Captain?
T-Top. And
you pulled over to get you guys? You guys pulled them over?
yeah, it's a long story.
Once again, Deputy Gordon made jokes about Hatton's condition. He might have avoided such a chaotic situation if his ego weren't as inflated as his judgment.
Decision was made to detain him while we were checking his legitimacy.
Yeah.
And we put him in the back. And after that, he started complaining of shortness of breath, vision loss, and whatever else he's got going on. That's and he claims I had the heat on in the car. But I don't.
Where do you want to go? Tallahassee. Which hospital? There's Capital Regional. There's Tallahassee Memorial.
Soon after, a gurney was called, and Hatton was taken to the hospital struggling to breathe and even walk properly.
Make sure I got his.
Yours?
I don't know what you're talking about. Get him whatever's mine, my gun and stuff.
You got your wallet in your pocket. You said it's scheduled.
Yeah, I do have his.
Someone have to secure that weapon.
That's a small. Pretty pretty.
You may get both sets. There's one on the dashboard too.
Hatton was taken to the hospital where he received treatment and was swiftly released. On the other hand, the sheriff immediately met with some FBI personnel and they discussed how to improve ties between the two departments. He later claimed that both agencies now communicate well and such an incident would be avoided in the future. However, he did claim that Deputy Gordon was right in his actions and he got away cheaply even after committing a huge blunder. Moving on, here are some dumb cops who tried to pull over the head of internal affairs and immediately regretted it.
Yes, sir, I recognized you. No, I know who you are. As soon as the window rolled down and I can see your face, I know who you are.
On April 10th, 2021, a couple of Orlando police officers conducted a traffic stop on a U-Haul truck after they saw it running a red light.
What's going on, boss? Also Mariano, Orlando Police. Way back there, when you're leaving that residential area right there on Temple.
I did what now?
You're making a right on Temple, right? That light there is very small, and you made the right-hand turn. Okay, so that's what I'm stopping.
You mean the angled light?
Yes, sir.
It was green.
So, even though at that angle, that's for the other way, and people always get that confused. But it's a small light, all right? So, and that's for the opposite direction. Okay.
The officer quickly cooled down when he realized he had just pulled over Dwayne Rivers, the internal affairs manager of their police department.
The traffic there's kind of weird, and I understand that. You got your lights on, you check, folks? Any guns, weapons in the car, boss? Any guns, weapons in the car? No. You still staying in Winter Garden? Okay, perfect. Hey, you got any guns, weapons on you, boss? I just asked. It's Florida. Everybody got a gun. All right, y'all stay in the car for me.
Kudos to Mr. Rivers, who didn't attempt to assert any authority and remained calm and composed throughout the entire traffic stop. Seeing their boss, the officers also let him go with a simple warning.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Moving?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys went through that red light there.
Yeah.
Right. Tampa.
I saw the green. It was kind of deceptive.
That's a very strange intersection. Yeah, I've seen multiple people run through that one before. Not a huge deal. Not a pedestrian traffic. Bunch of cars going through there. So, yes, sir, I recognized you. No, I know who you are. As soon as the window rolled down and I can see your face, I know who you are. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Okay. I hope this rain hasn't affected the move.
Downtown.
All right, Mr. Rivers, I appreciate your time. Okay, I'm not really a big traffic guy. I'm more like a guns and drugs and stolen kids kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got none of that in your back truck. Cool. Just friends. So we appreciate your night. We'll go out there, all right?
Thank you.
Yes.
The officer was let go, but we wonder if this would have been done if a citizen had been on the receiving end of things. Well, this brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw instances where federal agents humbled these reckless police officers. These officers thought they could use their usual tactics to intimidate, as they do with ordinary citizens, but they quickly realized they were up against individuals with far more authority. These cops certainly learned a tough lesson, and we can hope they'll approach situations with a lot less ego from now on. If you agree with me, please support us by liking this video. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the time some corrupt cops were owned and humbled in the courtroom.
That was before they
Don't get brazen with me.